When a horse is working, his muscles produce heat, and in order to prevent him from overheating, he produces sweat, which then evaporates to help cool him down. Now, when a horse sweats, he loses both water and electrolytes. And when he's working hard, he can lose as much as 5 litres of water and a significant amount of electrolytes. So it's really important that both the water is replaced and the electrolytes to help prevent dehydration and a loss of performance. There are 3 main electrolytes: sodium, potassium and chloride. Calcium and magnesium, and to a lesser extent some other trace elements, are also lost, but in slightly smaller amounts. Now, potassium is usually provided in abundance in a horse's diet because forage is high in potassium. So hay, haylage and grass will all provide quite significant amounts of potassium. Sodium and chloride are much lower in forage. And even for horses in light work, sodium and chloride will need to be provided on a daily basis. The horse is slightly unusual in the way that he sweats, as unlike humans, the electrolyte levels in his sweat are more concentrated than those in his blood. Human sweat is what's known as isotonic, the same concentrations in sweat and blood, and horse sweat is known as hypertonic, a higher concentration of electrolytes in sweat than in blood. So when horses sweat heavily, this can result in a reduction in the thirst response, as the low levels of sodium from that high sweat loss indicate to the horse that he shouldn't drink and lower the body's sodium concentration even further. And so the horse remains dehydrated and low in these very important electrolytes, and his health and his performance can be affected. Most compound feeds, such as cubes and nuts, will provide some sodium and chloride in the form of salt. But if intakes are low, this may not be enough, and additional electrolytes will be required. Similarly, with hard-working horses, there simply may not be enough salt in their concentrate feed, and additional electrolytes will need to be fed. So the electrolytes will need to be added to their daily feed to provide sodium, chloride, a small amount of potassium, and some of the additional electrolytes like calcium, magnesium, and some trace elements. Equine America's Apple Lights contain these important electrolytes in the right ratio to replace these losses and to encourage the horse to drink and to rehydrate. Horses in lighter work in warm weather should receive 15 grams daily, and horses in harder work, and particularly in hotter weather, should receive between 30 and 60 grams on a daily basis added to their feed. Apple Lights are very palatable for all horses and ponies and easily mixed in feed. So visit our website for more information.